Making lives work.
Making lives work.
Oh, man. Here it is!
Together we make lives work.
Making lives work.
From the second that a stroke survivor is placed into our hands at Courage County Rehab Institute, we are doing every single possible thing we can to optimize their recovery. We've prepared this series of videos for you so that you can understand the process and take more part in your stroke recovery process and understand it. I think that it's important for stroke survivors to know what they're getting themselves into when they start the rehabilitation process. This is kind of like a retirement account. If you put a lot into it really early up front, you're going to get a lot of return on all this time and intensity and effort that you've put into it so that you will have the best functional outcome.
Nicely done.
The Sister County Rehabilitation Institute and Courage Center are really household names in Minnesota. And when the two came together, we are now the 5th largest rehabilitation organization in the country. And we both have certain strengths that we have brought to the table as part of this combined effort to really take people from the minute that they've had their stroke in the early rehab days all the way through their continuum, back to the community, back into recreational programs, and all the way through the continuum of care.
Nice, Bill.
So one of the things I'm really proud about in our organization is our rates of return to the community after an acute event, after an acute stroke. We have 82% of our stroke survivors returning home after acute rehabilitation, and also we make more progress in terms of each day that folks spend on their rehabilitation than the national average. We're getting people well faster, we're getting better, more complete recoveries, and we're having better outcomes in our organization. I think when a stroke occurs, your life is really turned upside down, and it's difficult to pull yourself up by the bootstraps, get going, and get on with the work that has to be done, because really there is a lot of shock and surprise and sadness and grief that accompanies that. I can't express enough how important it is for patients and caregivers to be informed about the stroke recovery process, because the first several months after the stroke, the brain has the biggest ability to regenerate, the biggest ability to rewire itself, the biggest ability to get the best outcome down the line if folks do the right thing. So the potential for getting function back after stroke is better than it's ever been in the history of my practice. And so if you can really work hard and persevere over the first several months, there is hope that life will become better, much of this will be put behind you, and you can live a very full life and make a lot of progress with brain rewiring.
Yay! Thanks, buddy!
Way to go!